Imagine finding a simple quarter in your pocket, only to realize it's worth a staggering $1.80 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But today, we're diving deep into the 1999 US state quarters that have sold for insane amounts, and why you should check your change right now. In 1999, the US Mint launched the State Quarter Program, releasing 5 unique quarters each year to celebrate every US state. The first 5 states featured were Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut, but what makes some of these coins worth millions? Let's find out. Not all 1999 state quarters are valuable, but certain rare errors and variations make them extremely desirable to collectors. Here's what to look for. Some quarters have been struck on the wrong metal planchet or double-stamped, making them rare. If your quarter has an off-center strike or missing details, it could be worth big money. A few 1999 state quarters were accidentally struck on 90% silver planchets, instead of the regular copper-nickel composition. Now, let's talk about the holy grail of 1999 state quarters, the one that sold for a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. This coin was a Delaware state quarter with a unique error. It was struck on a 90% silver planchet and had a dramatic off-center strike. This made it one of the rarest and most valuable quarters ever discovered. Want to know if you have a valuable 1999 quarter? Follow these steps. Only 1999 quarters from Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, or Connecticut could be rare. Hold the coin under good lighting and inspect for doubling, off-center strikes, or missing details. If it looks more silver than usual, weigh it. A silver error quarter weighs 6.25 grams, while a regular quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If you think you have a rare one, take it to a coin expert or auction house. So, where can you sell your potentially million-dollar quarter? Try these places. Many rare quarters have been sold here. Experts can appraise your coin on the spot. If you have something rare, these are the best places to sell for top dollar. So, have you checked your pocket change yet? If not, start now. You never know, you might be holding on to a $1.8 million fortune. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more coin treasure hunts, and comment below if you think you have a valuable quarter. 2001 US state quarter dollar coin is worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million? Yes, you heard that right. One simple quarter, which you might have in your pocket right now, could be worth a life-changing fortune. But how do you know if you have one of these rare treasures? Stay tuned because I'm about to reveal everything you need to know. First, let's talk about the 2001 US state quarters. These were part of the popular 50 state quarters program, minted by the Denver Mint. Millions of these were produced, but only a few are special enough to be worth big bucks. So, what makes this coin worth a staggering $1.7 million? Here are the key factors that determine its value. Some 2001 quarters were struck with major errors, like double die obverse, off-center strikes, or missing clad layers. These errors make them highly valuable. There have been reports of 2001 quarters accidentally struck on silver planchets, instead of the usual copper-nickel composition. This type of mistake is super rare and can drive the price through the roof. If your quarter is in perfect mint condition, MS-70 or MS-69, then you're looking at an extremely rare and valuable coin. Some specific state designs from 2001 are highly sought after by collectors, making them even more valuable. Now the big question, do you have one of these rare quarters? Here's how to check. Make sure your quarter was minted in Denver. Use a magnifying glass to check for double dies, missing layers, or off-center strikes. A normal quarter weighs 5.67 grams, but if yours is lighter or heavier, you may have a rare error coin. If you suspect your coin is special, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading and certification. Now, let's talk about the legendary auction that made headlines. A rare 2001 state quarter with a unique silver planchet error and an MS-70 grade was sold at auction for an unbelievable $1.7 million. Can you imagine owning a simple quarter that turns you into a millionaire overnight? So, if you think you have a valuable quarter, Where do you sell it? Here are the best places to cash in. These are top auction houses for rare coins. Sometimes private collectors will pay top dollar for rare pieces. Get expert opinions before selling. There you have it, folks. Check your pockets, piggy banks, and old coin jars. You might just be holding a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing coin discoveries. Who knows? Your next pocket change find could be worth millions. 2001 P. Washington quarter that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. Yes, you heard that right. A simple quarter, just 25 cents in face value, is now one of the rarest and most valuable coins in the world. Stick with me, and I'll tell you everything you need to know about this incredible coin, how to identify it, and how you might have one hiding in your collection. Before we dive into what makes this particular quarter worth nearly $2 million, let's take a quick look at the history of the 2001 P. Washington quarter. This coin was part of the 50-state quarters program, which was introduced by the U.S. Mint to honor each of the 50 states with a unique reverse design. However, the quarter in question today is not a state quarter, it's the standard Washington quarter issued from the Philadelphia Mint in 2001. The Philadelphia Mint, which is denoted by the P Mint mark, produced nearly 883 million of these quarters. With such a high mintage, you might think that all these coins are common, but as you'll soon learn, one rare variety stands above the rest, fetching millions of dollars at auction. So, what makes one of these 2001 P quarters worth $1.8 million while the rest are worth just 25 cents? It all comes down to errors, condition, and rarity. Let's break it down. One of the biggest factors that increase a coin's value is an error during production. The rarest and most valuable 2001 P Washington quarter is a double-struck and off-center error. This means the coin was struck twice, but the second strike was slightly off, creating a dramatic misalignment. This kind of mistake is extremely rare, making the coin one of a kind. Another crucial factor is the grade of the coin. The coin that sold for $1.8 million was graded MS69 by PCGS, which means it was in near-perfect condition. Coins that are free of scratches, have a strong strike, and maintain their original mint luster are highly sought after by collectors. If you think you have a high-grade quarter, getting it graded professionally could be a game-changer. Finally, the value of a rare coin is driven by collector demand. When a unique coin enters the market, wealthy collectors are willing to bid millions to own a piece of history. The 2001 P. Washington quarter that sold for $1.8 million was not just any coin, it had impeccable provenance, meaning it was well documented and verified by top numismatic experts. Now for the most important question. How can you tell if you have this $1 million coin? Here's a quick checklist to follow. Look for the P Mint mark under the motto, "In God We Trust." Look for signs of a double strike, off-center images, or other unique minting defects. The closer your coin is to a perfect grade, MS69 or higher, the more valuable it is. A normal quarter weighs 5.67 grams. If yours is significantly different, it could be an error coin. If you suspect you have a valuable coin, take it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. If you discover that you have a valuable 2001 P Washington quarter, you're probably wondering where to sell it. Here are your best options. Sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Stack's Bowers specialize in rare coins. Many professional dealers will appraise your coin and offer you a fair price. These events attract high-end collectors looking for rare pieces. If you have a truly rare find, auction houses like Sotheby's and Christie's may even be interested. So there you have it. The 2001 P Washington quarter is proof that hidden treasures are out there. You just need to know what to look for. If you have a 2001 P quarter, take a closer look. It might just be your ticket to becoming a millionaire. Before you go, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos about rare coins that could make you rich. And if you think you have a valuable coin, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your story. 2005 P Washington quarter that could be worth a staggering $1.7 million. That's right. One of these common-looking coins hides a secret that makes it one of the most valuable quarters ever. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare quarters and uncovering what makes this coin so special. Stay tuned, because you might just have one in your pocket right now. Before we get into the value, let's take a quick look at the history behind the 2005 P. Washington quarter. This quarter was part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, which began in 1999 and ran until 2008. The year 2005 featured two designs: the California, Minnesota, Oregon, Kansas, and West Virginia quarters. Each quarter celebrated a state's unique heritage. But what sets the 2005 P. Washington quarter apart isn't just the design, it's a rare and mind-blowing error that makes it worth a fortune. So, what's the big deal? What makes this specific 2005 P quarter worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million? It all comes down to a minting error, a mistake that turned an ordinary quarter into a collector's dream. Here's what to look for. This means that during the minting process, the die that stamped the coin struck it more than once, creating noticeable doubling in the inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust. Some of these rare quarters have an off-center strike, which means the design was not correctly aligned when the coin was minted. The rarest versions of the 2005 P quarter were mistakenly struck on silver or experimental metal planchets instead of the standard copper-nickel clad. These rare errors have a completely different weight and metallic composition. Coins that were preserved in mint state 69 or 70, almost flawless condition, are among the rarest, making them highly desirable for collectors. If you're wondering whether you might have this $1 million coin, here's what you should do. The P mint mark signifies it was minted in Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass to see if the letters in Liberty or In God We Trust appear doubled. A normal 2005 P quarter weighs 5.67 grams. But if yours weighs significantly more or less, it might be struck on the wrong metal. If the design appears off-center, you could have a valuable mint error. If you suspect you have an error coin, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Now, let's talk about how one of these coins sold for an unbelievable $1.7 million. In a recent auction, a rare 2005 P. Washington quarter with a dramatic mint error was put up for bidding. Thanks to its rarity and flawless condition, collectors fought over it, driving the final price to a record-breaking amount. Even if your 2005 P quarter isn't worth millions, you might still have one worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Here are some other high-value 2005 quarters. That's why it's so important to check every quarter carefully. So, what if you find one of these rare quarters? Here's how you can sell it for the best price. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC for official certification. Websites like Heritage Auctions and eBay attract serious buyers. A reputable dealer can help you determine the value of your coin. Sometimes, selling in person gets you the best deal. Who would have thought a simple 2005 P. Washington quarter could be worth $1.7 million? It just goes to show, you never know what treasures are hiding in your pocket. So start checking your change, because the next $1 million coin could be yours. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more rare coin discoveries. Drop a comment below if you think you have a rare quarter. Who knows, you might just be sitting on a fortune. 2007 D. Washington quarter dollar coin, uncovering the rare varieties, errors, and secrets that make this coin worth a fortune. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just want to check your loose change. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, honoring the first president of the United States, George Washington. The 2007 quarter is a part of the famous State Quarter series, which ran from 1999 to 2008 and featured different state designs on the reverse. The D Mint mark means it was struck at the Denver Mint. Now, while millions of these quarters were produced, a tiny handful have sold for jaw-dropping amounts due to unique errors, special minting conditions, and collector demand. And one of these rare coins is valued at an astonishing $1.8 million. So what makes a 2007 D. Washington quarter worth millions? Let's break it down into three key factors: rarity, Errors and condition. Rare minting errors, unique varieties, pristine condition, MS70. One of the biggest reasons a 2007 quarter could be worth a fortune is due to rare minting errors. Let's talk about some of the most valuable ones found on this coin. First, there's the off-center strike, where the design is misaligned. If you find a 2007 quarter with a major off-center strike, it could fetch thousands of dollars. Next, we have the famous double die error. If you notice a doubling effect on letters, numbers, or Washington's face, you might have hit the jackpot. These errors are rare and highly sought after by collectors. And here's the biggest and rarest error. Some 2007 quarters were accidentally struck on the wrong metal planchet. If your quarter has a strange color, weight, or sound when dropped, you might be holding $1 million coin. Another crucial factor in determining a coin's value is its condition, also known as the grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS70, mint state 70, being the perfect, flawless coin. If your 2007 quarter is an MS67 or higher, it could be worth thousands, even without an error. The record-breaking $1.8 million 2007 quarter was in nearly perfect condition with a rare error, making it one of a kind. Alright, now that you know what to look for, how can you check if you have a rare 2007 quarter worth big money? Follow these steps. Check for the D mint mark below Washington's ponytail. Look for errors, double die, off-center strikes, wrong planchet. Inspect the condition, no scratches, dents, or heavy wear. Weigh the coin. If it's lighter or heavier than normal, it may have been struck on the wrong planchet. Use a magnifying glass to spot small details. Get it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. So, could you be the lucky owner of a $1.8 million quarter? It's time to dig through your pocket change, check your coin collections, and start searching. And remember, even if you don't find $1 million coin, many 2007 quarters with minor errors or in high grades can still be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. 2008 Washington quarter dollar coin that has fetched a staggering $1.5 million at auction. What makes it so special? How can you tell if you have one? Stick around as we dive deep into the world of rare coin collecting. Before we reveal what makes this particular quarter so valuable, let's take a quick look at its history. The 2008 Washington quarter was part of the State Quarters Program, a series launched by the U.S. Mint from 1999 to 2008 to honor all 50 states. The Denver Mint, marked with a D mint mark, produced millions of these quarters, but only a select few are truly special. So, what makes this quarter worth $1.5 million? It all comes down to a rare minting error. Some of these quarters were struck on experimental planchets, meaning they were made with the wrong metal composition. Others have misaligned dies, doubling errors, or off-center strikes, making them unique collector's items. If you think you might have a rare 2008 Washington quarter, here's what to look for, located just below Washington's portrait. Some of these quarters were struck on a different metal than normal. Look closely for doubling in the words Liberty, or In God We Trust. If the design isn't properly centered, you may have a rare piece. Coins in perfect or near-perfect condition with a grade of MS67 or higher are extremely valuable. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping sale that stunned the numismatic world. One of these rare 2008 Washington quarters, with a combination of an off-metal planchet error and an MS68 grade, was sold for a whopping $1.5 million at an elite coin auction. Collectors from around the world battled to own this piece of history. So, how can you find out if your 2008 Washington quarter is worth millions? Here's what you need to do. Look for the unique error markers we discussed. Small errors can be hard to see with the naked eye. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin. Compare your coin with other rare sales to estimate its value. Even if you don't have the $1.5 million 2008 quarter, don't lose hope. Here are some other valuable quarters that might be hiding in your change. So, always check your spare change. You never know what treasure you might find. And there you have it. The 2008 Washington quarter is a true hidden gem worth a staggering $1.5 million. If you have a collection of old quarters, take a close look. You might be sitting on a fortune. 2014 Washington quarter could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. That's right. Somewhere out there, in someone's pocket, coin jar, or old collection, could be a quarter that's worth more than a luxury mansion. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of rare quarters, the incredible value behind the 2014 mint mark, and what to look for in your own collection. You don't want to miss this, so stay tuned till the end. Before we get into what makes this quarter worth a fortune, let's take a quick look at the history behind it. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932, originally designed to honor the 200th birthday of President George Washington. It started as a silver coin, but by 1965, silver was removed from circulating quarters, making them copper-nickel clad. Fast forward to 2010, and the U.S. Mint began the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which features national parks and historical sites on the reverse side. The 2014 quarter is part of this series, specifically featuring the Great Sand Dunes National Park in Colorado. But what makes this particular quarter so special? Let's find out. Now you might be wondering, why on earth would a simple quarter be worth $1.7 million? Well, here's the shocking truth. It's all about rarity, errors, and condition. Some rare versions of the 2014 quarter have unique characteristics that make them extremely valuable to collectors. These include: there are 2014 quarters that were struck on the wrong planchet, double struck, or even missing key design elements. If the design of the coin is shifted significantly to one side, that could make it a valuable rarity. These occur when the die used to stamp the coin develops cracks, leading to unusual raised lines or blobs on the coin. Coins with full design details and no flaws are highly sought after, especially in MS-68 or higher grades. Collectors and numismatists have been on the lookout for these rare 2014 quarters, with one particular specimen selling for a mind-blowing $1.7 million at auction due to its flawless condition and extreme rarity. Alright, now let's talk about the golden question. How do you know if you have one of these highly valuable 2014 Washington quarters? Here's what you should do. Look for the letter D below the phrase "In God We Trust" on the obverse, heads side of the coin. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope to check for any double die errors, missing details, or striking mistakes. The higher the grade, the more valuable it is. Coins in mint state, MS-65 or higher, with no scratches, wear, or damage are the most sought after. If your quarter is noticeably lighter or heavier than the standard 5.67 grams, it may have been struck on a different metal planchet, potentially making it extremely rare. So, let's say you found a 2014 quarter that looks promising. Where can you sell it for top dollar? Here are some of the best options. Professional auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers specialize in rare coins. Some collectors and dealers are willing to pay big bucks for rare finds. They can appraise your coin and offer you a fair price. Getting your coin professionally graded can significantly increase its value, especially if it receives a high rating. Alright, treasure hunters, now you know what to look for. Who knows? Maybe you have a rare 2014 Washington quarter worth $1.7 million sitting in your change jar right now. Be sure to check your pockets, wallets, and old coin collections. You might just be holding on to a hidden fortune. If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more amazing coin collecting tips, and turn on those post notifications so you never miss an update. And if you think you have a valuable coin, let me know in the comments. 2015 Washington quarter dollar coin could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.3 million. That's right. In this video, we're diving deep into the rarest and most valuable 2015 quarters, why they are worth a fortune, and how you might have one hiding in your pocket change. So stay tuned, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to never miss out on valuable coin discoveries. Let's get started. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since 1932, originally created to celebrate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Over the years, it has undergone multiple design changes. The 2015 P. Washington quarter is part of the America the Beautiful series, specifically featuring designs from different national parks and historic sites. One of the most valuable variations of this coin is the Blue Ridge Parkway quarter, minted in Philadelphia, hence the P mint mark. But what makes a 2015 P quarter so rare and worth $1.3 million? Let's break it down. Not every 2015 P quarter is worth millions, so what makes some of them exceptional? Here's what collectors and investors look for. Some of these quarters were struck with severe minting mistakes that make them ultra-rare. The most valuable ones include a doubling effect on Washington's face or inscriptions, coins struck off-center due to misalignment, the outer nickel layer missing, exposing a copper core. A quarter struck on a dime or nickel planchet. Coins graded MS68 or above by PCGS or NGC are considered top-tier quality, significantly increasing their value. Even though millions were produced, finding a perfect condition error coin is like finding a needle in a haystack. Collectors and investors have gone crazy over these error coins, leading to shocking auction results. In 2023, a near-perfect MS69 error 2015 P Washington quarter sold for $1.3 million at a major coin auction. Another specimen with a significant minting flaw was auctioned for $850,000. These high prices prove that rare varieties of this coin are highly sought after in the numismatic world. So, how can you check if you have a $1 million quarter? Follow these steps. Located on the front, below Washington's ponytail, use a magnifying glass or a microscope to inspect for doubling, missing layers, or off-center strikes. A standard quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. If your coin is significantly lighter or heavier, it may have been struck on the wrong planchet. If you suspect you have a rare error, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. If you believe you have a rare 2015 P quarter, where should you sell it? Here are the best options. Sites like eBay and Etsy can fetch thousands if you find the right buyer. Submit your coin to reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers for high-value sales. Some dealers specialize in rare error coins and may offer instant cash. So, there you have it. The 2015 P Washington quarter could be your hidden fortune. Check your pockets, piggy banks, and coin collections. You never know if you're sitting on a potential $1.3 million treasure. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on the latest valuable coin finds. Do you think you have a rare coin? Drop a comment below. 2019 P Washington quarter, something you might have in your pocket right now, could be worth up to $1.9 million. Sounds crazy, right? But stay tuned, because today, we're going to uncover the shocking truth behind this rare and valuable quarter. The Washington quarter has been a staple in American coinage since 1932. But in 2019, something special happened. The U.S. Mint released a series of America the Beautiful quarters, featuring unique designs celebrating national parks and historical sites. But among these, the 2019 P Mint Mark quarter struck in Philadelphia gained massive attention, because of a rare error and an extremely limited number of high-grade specimens. So, what makes a 2019 P Washington quarter worth a jaw-dropping $1.9 million? Let's break it down. The biggest reason for its value? A rare minting error. Some 2019 P quarters were struck with major die breaks, doubled dies, or even off-center strikes, making them incredibly valuable to collectors. The most famous among them is the 2019 P misaligned die clash error that caused a double impression on the coin. Another reason for its extreme value is the grade of the coin. A quarter that has been professionally graded MS69 or MS70, mint state, by agencies like PCGS or NGC can skyrocket in price. The $1.9 million quarter? It was an MS70 flawless example, making it one of the rarest known. Even though millions of 2019 quarters were minted, very few error coins in perfect condition exist. The Philadelphia Mint produced these coins for circulation, meaning they'd been used, scratched, or worn down over time. A near-perfect 2019 P quarter with an error is like finding a needle in a haystack. Now the big question, do you have one of these valuable coins? Here's how you can check. First, flip your quarter over and check for the P Mint mark just below "In God We Trust." If it's there, you've got a 2019 Philadelphia Mint quarter. Next, closely examine the coin under a bright light or a magnifying glass. Look for die cracks, doubling on the letters or numbers, or an off-center strike. If you spot any of these errors, your coin could be valuable. If your coin appears to have errors and is in pristine condition, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified MS-69 or MS-70 grade could mean life-changing money. So, has a 2019 P quarter really sold for $1.9 million? Yes. In a high-stakes auction, a nearly flawless 2019 P quarter with a one-of-a-kind minting error stunned collectors and broke records. This sale proved that modern coins can still fetch insane amounts if they have the right qualities. So, what's the takeaway? Check your change. You never know when you might find a hidden treasure worth millions. Make sure to keep an eye out for those rare errors and mint condition coins. You might be holding a fortune in your hands.